engineering aspirants. You are listening to Dr. Amita Mahor, having 23 years of teaching experience in the field of engineering education. During my tenure, I worked at various academic and administrative profiles. I started my career in 1997 as a lecturer in one of a private engineering institute of Central India. Then I worked as an HOD, Dean Academy, Principal, and Dean of School of Electrical and Electronics Engineering in one of a private renowned University of India. At present, I have been associated with the Oriental College of Technology in the capacity of a professor and Dean ECES. Oriental College of Technology is the premier institute in the field of engineering in Central India. It is the sister institute of a Oriental group of institutions who is having a legacy of more than 25 years in the field of engineering education. My dear engineering aspirants, I am interacting with you through this video because I can understand your confusion that at present all the engineering aspirants are having, that which engineering institution they should go for and for what branch they need to go for, so that in future they can be financial stable. Here, to clear those doubts, when I recall my days long back in 1993, when I was looking for my admission, I was having similar kind of questions in my mind, that which engineering branch I need to go for. With that experience and 23 years of my academic career, I think I can answer those questions which may be useful for you. My dear friends, here I am going to tell you only three things. Number one point, the engineering profession is the profession of interest. So always go for that engineering branch in which you are having your own interest. Never go for that branch where the others are having interest. Because I personally feel that every individual is unique in nature and every individual is having his or her own interest. So with the help of engineering education, if you can learn some skill set in your interest area, so that in your professional life, if you implement those skill sets in your interest, you can better grow in your professional life and you can do something good for your family as well as nation. The second thing I want to tell you, that no nation can survive with only one particular engineering branch. Can you think about the rise of a nation without civil infrastructure? If the civil infrastructure will not be there, can we think the growth of our nation? That means the civil engineers are equally important. Can we think about the growth of a nation without power infrastructure? In our modern life, we cannot imagine without electricity. That shows the electrical engineers are equally important. Nowadays, can you think our life without electronic gadgets? It means the electronic engineers equally plays a role for the growth of a nation. In this digital era, can we think our life without computers? No. So computer engineers are equally important. But the only one particular branch engineers cannot contribute for the growth of the nation if one particular branch engineers will be more in the market, then the demand and supply will disturb, and after 6 and 7 years we will say that that particular branch is not good. Because I personally observing this engineering stream from the last 23-25 years, and I'm observing that after in 6 and 7 years the demand of a particular branch changes, and when the particular branch students pass out will be more in the market, equally the jobs will not be available, and we say that that particular branch is not good. Actually all the engineering branches are good. The only thing is we should not go for only one particular branch, because market demands the engineers from each and every branch. The third thing I want to tell you, as I belong to the electrical engineering, so I just want to tell you the opportunities available in an electrical engineering branch. You can see any of the advertisement which has been published in the past from the government job and the public sector. You will see that most of the vacancies are for these four branches. And amongst four branches, the electrical engineers post always it will be more. Apart from that, if you see the state electricity board, Normally, they publish the vacancies in the bulk and they demand for a heavy number of electrical engineers. So, we can say that most of the government public sectors jobs are available for the core engineering, and in core engineering more jobs are available for the electrical engineering. If the students are having interest in the software industry, electrical engineer students are equally eligible for the software industry, and they can very well compete with the CS students if they can have the additional skill set of C, C++, Java and Python. So I will recommend the students who are going for an electrical engineering branch, if they want to open equally for the software industry, please take a note of that along with the electrical engineering subjects, they have to keep themselves strong in these three coding domains. If they are strong enough in these three coding domains, nobody can defeat them for the software industry campus. Apart from this, through various sources, that the fossil fuels are depleting day by day, and by the end of 2050, the fossil fuels will not be there on the earth. And you know that our most of the generation and the transportation industry depends on the fossil fuel. So now the researchers, they have started with the last 2 decades, they have started their research in the direction of renewable sources, and the coming future will be the renewable technology for the power generation and for the transportation industry also. So when we talk about in renewable energy, when we say that the future is of renewable energy, it means that renewable energy is basically, it is the drive branch of a mechanical and electrical. So that means electrical engineers will have a more opportunity in the era of our renewable sources. As I clearly mentioned, that fossil fuels are depleting. So the coming future, in coming future, the transportation industry will also shift from petrol, diesel to the renewable technology. The coming future will be of electrical vehicle, not of a petrol and diesel vehicle. And when we talk about an electrical vehicle, again, we need a electrical engineer. So, seeing to the future, I can very well tell you that electrical engineers will have a great future ahead. So, at last, I want to say you that engineering is the profession of a nation building. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.